Imagine a world without social media. Can you? Difficult, isn't it? It's as if these platforms have become intertwined with our very existence, a constant companion in our daily lives. Let's pause and think about it for a moment. It's a sunny Tuesday morning. You wake up, reach for your phone, and before you've even rubbed the sleep from your eyes, you're scrolling. A quick check on the latest tweets, a swift perusal of your Instagram feed, and a cursory glance at Facebook notifications. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? In a way, social media has become our window to the world, a lens through which we view and interpret our surroundings. It's our morning newspaper, our midday entertainment, and our evening pastime. It's the first thing we look at when we wake up and the last thing we see before we sleep. It's there when we're happy, when we're sad, and when we're just plain bored. It's become so pervasive, so ubiquitous that it's hard to imagine life without it. But have you ever stopped to consider the impact of these platforms, how they've changed not just the way we live, but the very fabric of our societies? It's a profound, far-reaching impact, one that's both positive and negative. On one hand, social media has democratized information, created communities, and given a voice to the voiceless. On the other, it's amplified false narratives, fostered division, and led to a rise in mental health issues. It's a double-edged sword, a tool that can be wielded for both good and evil. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The true depth of social media's impact is far greater, far more complex. It's an impact that's felt in every corner of the globe by every demographic every day. It's an impact that's hard to quantify but impossible to ignore. So, what's the real score with social media? Let's delve deeper. Social media, a powerful tool or a dangerous weapon? Perhaps it's a bit of both. For starters, let's consider the good. In a world where distances have become irrelevant, social media has emerged as an exceptional platform for connectivity. It's the tie that binds us, a global village in the palm of our hands. From a grandmother in Maine sharing her apple pie recipe with a teenager in Tokyo, to a small business in Mumbai reaching customers in Milan, the world has never been so close, so connected. But the benefits extend beyond just connectivity. Social media is also a powerhouse for information dissemination. Gone are the days when news took days to travel. Now, in the blink of an eye, we're informed about happenings from every corner of the world. It's like having a front row seat to the theater of life, a live broadcast of the human experience. Furthermore, social media has been a catalyst for empowerment. It's given a voice to the voiceless, a platform for those who were previously unheard. Movements have been born, injustice has been highlighted, and change has been demanded, all from the power of a post. However, this coin does have another side, and it isn't as shiny. Misinformation, for instance, spreads like wildfire on social media, leading to confusion, chaos, and in some cases, real-world harm. Fake news has become a common term in our lexicon, a testament to the power of unchecked information. Then there's the issue of privacy. With every click, every like, every share, we leave digital footprints that can be traced, tracked, and sometimes misused. And let's not forget the mental health concerns, the constant comparisons, the pressure to be liked, the isolation felt when the screen goes dark. It's a heavy toll to pay. Clearly, social media is a double-edged sword, but how does it affect us on a personal level? Ever felt a pang of envy scrolling through picture-perfect posts? You're not alone. Social media, for all its glitz and glamour, has a profound personal impact, particularly on our mental health. It's like a double-edged sword, providing both a platform for personal expression and a breeding ground for self-doubt. Imagine this. It's a Saturday evening. You're at home, lounging in your pajamas, scrolling through your social media feed. Suddenly, you're bombarded with images of friends on exotic vacations, flaunting designer outfits, or boasting about their latest accomplishments. And there you are in your comfortable but decidedly unglamorous loungewear, feeling a creeping sense of inadequacy. This is the phenomenon of social comparison, magnified 1,000-fold by the omnipresence of social media. We're constantly measuring our lives against the carefully curated highlight reels of others. It's easy to forget that these posts often reflect just a fraction of the whole story. Then there's FOMO, or the fear of missing out. It's that nagging feeling that everyone else is having more fun, achieving more, living more. It's the 2 a.m. mind chatter, fueled by an endless stream of updates that keeps you awake, wondering if you're doing enough, being enough. And let's not forget the pressure to portray an idealized life online. It's like we're all starring in our own reality shows, expected to maintain a continuous stream of picture-perfect moments. Remember Sarah, the fitness enthusiast? She once admitted that behind every perfect workout selfie were dozens of outtakes and an unhealthy obsession with likes and comments. These stories are as real as they are common. They reflect the personal toll that social media can take on our mental health. Yet we keep scrolling, liking, sharing, trapped in this digital vortex of validation. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's a silver lining too. The key lies in our ability to harness the positive aspects of social media while keeping its potential pitfalls in check. But that's a conversation for another scene. For now, let's just remember, what we see online is often just a snapshot, not the full picture. Ever connected with an old friend or found a supportive community online? That's the power of social media. It's like a bustling digital marketplace, brimming with ideas, experiences, and connections. And much like a marketplace, the value you find depends on what you're looking for. Let's talk about the magic of reconnection. Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed when suddenly a name from your past pops up. An old friend from high school perhaps, or a former neighbor who moved away years ago. With a click, you're catching up on lost time, reminiscing about shared memories. This isn't just nostalgia at play. It's about rebuilding bridges, rekindling friendships that time and distance had put on pause. Then there are the communities. Imagine a shy teenager, passionate about art but lacking a local support structure. Through social media, they can find a community of artists, a space to share their work, receive feedback, and grow. These online communities aren't just about shared interests. They're about shared experiences, shared struggles. They offer a sense of belonging that can be hard to find in our day-to-day lives. Let's not forget the learning opportunities. Say, you're a budding chef, eager to perfect your culinary skills. A quick search on social media and voila, you've got a treasure trove of recipes, cooking tips, and fellow food enthusiasts at your fingertips. Social media, in this sense, becomes a platform for personal growth, for expanding our horizons beyond the limits of our immediate environment. These stories aren't unique. They're echoed by millions around the globe every day. They paint a picture of social media as a tool, a conduit for connection, learning, and personal growth. They remind us of the potential that lies within our screens, waiting to be tapped into. So, with all these impacts, where does that leave us? Well, like any tool, it's about how we use it. We have the power to shape our own social media experience, to foster connections that enrich our lives. And that, my friends, is the true power of connection. Navigating the world of social media can be like walking a tightrope, but it doesn't have to be. Imagine this. You're in a bustling city and you're given a map. This map has the power to lead you to incredible sights, fascinating people, and enriching experiences. But it can also lead you down dark alleys and into risky situations. This, my friends, is social media. It's a tool. And like any tool, it's all about how you choose to use it. Let's talk about some strategies for healthy social media use. First up is setting boundaries. Just as you would set boundaries in your personal life, it's important to do the same with social media. Decide when you'll check your feeds, how long you'll spend scrolling, and what kind of content you want to consume. Remember, you control the tool, not the other way around. Next, consider a digital detox. This is a period of time when you intentionally step away from your devices. It could be an hour a day a week, or a week a year, whatever works for you. During this time, you can reconnect with the world around you, engage in activities that you love, and recharge your mental batteries. And finally, critical media literacy. This involves questioning what you see on social media. Who created this content? Why was it created? What messages are being conveyed? By being a discerning consumer, you're less likely to be influenced by harmful or misleading content. Let's circle back to our main points. Social media, like any tool, can be used for good or bad. It can connect us, inspire us, and help us learn new things. But it can also be a source of stress, misinformation, and even addiction. It's all about how we choose to use it. In the end, social media is just a tool. It's up to us to use it wisely.